Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gaming Channel. Continuing our Final Fantasy XIV dungeon guides with Haukke Manor. The trash pools in this dungeon are relatively easy. There's just a few things you will want to watch out for. All of the maidservants, when you initially pull them, will do a large AoE. Make sure to either stun them or immediately move away from them. Also, you'll want to target them down first so that they don't do the AoE again. It is on a rather long cooldown, but if you leave them to last, then they'll end up casting it 2 or 3 times in a fight, which means you have to move a lot. Make sure you're picking up all the tiny keys that you find. You'll need them to open up the different doors in here. As long as you picked up one of the tiny keys in the first room in particular, you'll be able to open up that door. When you're in this room, there's another tiny key that you can pick up. And then once you proceed out of that room, head to your right. Don't worry about the locked door that's straight across. It doesn't have anything inside of it worth getting. In this area, there are 3 maidservants that patrol within range. Try and pull them one at a time, but there are 2 that will come together. Since you'll only be able to stun one target, it's easier to pull these and then run out of their AoE instead of trying to stun them. Once you kill the 3 maidservants, proceed into the first boss's room on the right. The mana claviger has a frontal cone that is not televised will hit the tank, so make sure to focus them, position her away from the group. She also has several spells that she'll cast. The Void Fire 2 can be interrupted. You'll just need to move out of Dark Mist or stun her whenever she starts to cast it. Make sure to pick up the green key once you kill the first boss, and then head back into the hallway you just came from to open up the ivy door. The ads in this area do nothing in particular that you'll need to worry about. There are more maidservants that will do the same AoE ability, so just focus those down whenever you see them. Once you're in this square area with all the locked rooms around the outside, you'll want to go left and then proceed all the way around. It's not necessary to go in any of the other rooms. Proceed all the way down the hallway and then go into the locked door on the left right before the barricade. In the corner of the room will be the yellow key. So after you kill the enemies in here, you'll want to pick that up. And then the barricade is actually climbable from this side. So you can just run up the barricade and drop back down on the other side, or we'll use the yellow key to open up the door. So inside the Carnation door is the next boss, the Manor Steward and Jester. The Jester is a ranged enemy, and the Steward is a melee one. For easier purposes, it's safer to focus down the Jester. His spells are interruptible, so you can stun or silence him. The Steward occasionally will do a large AoE that you can stun him to interrupt or just move outside of it. Once you have killed both bosses, then make sure to pick up the Bloody Parchment, and then you can use your recall ability, your return ability, which will take you back to the front of the dungeon. The Bloody Parchment can be used to open up the sealed barrier up the stairs. The Manor Sentry is a mini-boss. You have to kill the Manor Sentry so that, get it low enough that it opens up the door to the actual final boss. His stone abilities are interruptible, and the Death Gaze and level 5 petrifies. You need to move out of the AoE ability or just stun him. Lady Amandine is the final boss. Another spellcaster. Her fire ability is interruptible, along with the Void Fire 3, which is the preferred ability to use your interruption on. Occasionally, she will zap the lamps around the outside of the room. They'll light up known as void lamps. Your party needs to go around and click on them, or they do raid-wide damage continuously. You cannot use them while you're getting hit, though. When she casts Dark Mist, just like everyone else in the dungeon, you'll need to move away. Eventually, she'll activate the Void Lamps again, and then also spawn in additional adds. Eventually she'll spawn in many more adds, the Manor Sentry along with a few handmaidens. You'll want to pick all of these up, and you can AoE them down before finishing off the boss. Make sure to not get hit by their overlapping AoEs. Once all the adds are down, it's a very simple fight. And that will be it for Haukke Manor. Hope this helps a couple of y'all out. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next dungeon.